everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my July 2020 budget overview along with my July expenses. If you are new to my channel, my name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting plus grocery hauls and meal planning, and my favorite are my weekly work lunches that I put up. So if those are something that you're interested in, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you are not new, welcome back. So let's dig on into this. So this is going to be my sticker kit for July, and I've just been loving Uniquely Sean's sticker kit. They are very affordable, and I love that she makes them in a 3-month increment, so I'm not having to figure out if I'm gonna get my next budget sticker in time. So I have July, August, and September already, so I'm really excited about that, and I just love everything about how she does her setup and stuff like that. And this is just what it looks like. I actually really love this like black and white kind of theme for July, and this is just what it looks like for the paychecks. And I just use the stickers for different areas and stuff like that. So that's just what it looks like. And then we have my transaction log back here. So we are going to start with laying down all of my bills for the month and also my paydays. Quickly before I go into here, I just want to let you guys know that starting in July and going forward, my budget is going to look very crazy, so y'all bear with me. I am trying to hold on to my sanity and I need y'all help for it. I know in last month I talked about how we were potentially going back to house hunting and stuff like that, and at the end of last year and the beginning of this year we were also doing a little bit of that too, but we were just hitting some snags in the road, and I think we finally come to the conclusion with a couple of things. So I'm going to do a different video talking about an array of different things, so you guys are not lost throughout this journey, but just bear with me. So I took a couple of things off of my monthly budget, so you won't see my lemonade, which is my renter's insurance. I did have a couple of people tell me that I should keep it. Another person said that I should keep it and then start a sinking funds for like the deductible and stuff like that, which I think is also a good idea. But after talking to my partner, just currently not saying that we won't add it back in another month or so, we decided to just eliminate it out of our budget. So I don't have renter's insurance that I'm paying for anymore, and then I don't have my Geico car insurance because I am just fully funding that that payment for the entire month. For the entire 6 months. It is cheaper for me that way, and it's going to help me in the long run with not having to worry about having to pay it monthly. And it's also one of like my future goals where a lot of my expenses monthly are already taken care of in like a sinking fund of some sort. So you won't be seeing those. So we still have my Netflix bill, which we need to just figure out what the password is for it so that I can potentially go and buy a gift card so that I can also fully fund this too. It's a part of my sinking funds so that I can, starting next year, you guys won't see this bill either. And then we have my Entergy bill, which is my electric bill. It's also due on the 8th. And then I have my Target bill. So here's where we get into one of these like interesting scenarios. Oh, I put the 9th, but is it really due on the 9th or is it due on the 10th? It should be due on the 10th, actually. We'll just call to make sure of that. So Target This bill is because whenever I cleared everything out of my credit, every lender that I spoke to when I was getting a house told me not to pay off these charge-off credit cards that I had when I lost my job, and I couldn't understand why anybody would think that I wouldn't need to pay for them in order for my credit score to go up, and so I didn't pay for them. And I finally spoke to someone who was like, I'm not sure why they told you that, but you definitely should. They kind of ran a simulator and kind of showed me what my scores would look like, and my scores would look awesome if I paid for them. So I'm making the decision to pay for them, and this is going to be one of them that I can already fully fund in my actual budget. And after I pay for this, in August, I'm going to check to see what my credit score actually goes up to, because I have another card that I'm going to need to pay off, but it's going to take a couple of months to pay that one off. And I'm just probably seeing if this card will take me where I need to be. So like I said, I'm going to talk about it in another video because it's kind of a lot to talk about, but I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. And then we have my Suddenlink bill, and this bill should also be on the 8th. All of these things are due on the 8th. And then we have my AT&T bill, and I am just going to pay it on the 21st. So that is taken care of. And then we have my Capital One. I'm probably going to have to cut back on paying on my car a little bit, but we'll see how my commission goes. That's my first Capital One payment, and then my second Capital One payment here. And then I had 3 cards that were in charge off, and I'm currently paying 2 of them off this month. So the first one was Target, and then I have Wells Fargo's here because that's when I'm going to be paying it, but it's really for my Barclays card. I already paid it. They allowed me to pay it on my credit card, so I was like, perfect, go ahead and take it, and I'll pay it off on the 23rd. And then my 2 paydays are going to be the 9th and the 23rd. Okay, so those are my 2 paydays, and oh my gosh, this is so bare until I start writing all of my expenses and stuff in here. But that is everything for my calendar view. So let's get into my actual budget and my goals that I have. So I'm just going to actually take this out so that we can zoom into everything here. Let me zoom in for y'all. Okay. Alrighty. So for my income for the month of July, I'm projecting that it will be $2397.52, and that's just my main income. I am projecting that I will roll over $790, my miscellaneous, meaning my commission. I am expecting $700, and the reason I'm putting this instead of like my normal in my head like $300 is because I know that I did at least $700 in commission for a part of my commission, and then I don't know the other half of it. So if anything, I should at least get something around this ballpark, and that totals out to $3,887.52. And then we have my expenses here. So we have my Suddenlink, which is due on the 8th. And that's going to be for $98.76. And then we have my Netflix, which is due on the 8th. And that's going to be for $17.31. And then we have my Capital One Auto, and I'm just putting the full amount, which is $1,000. And then we have my Target, which is supposed to be due on the 10th, so I need to make sure it's coming out on the 10th and not the 9th. And that's going to be for $708 even. And then we have my Entergy, which on my paper I put the 9th, but on my calendar I put the 8th, so either or is fine. And we're budgeting $80. We have my AT&T, which I'm paying on the 21st, which is $130.36. And then lastly, we have my Wells Fargo, and I'm just going to put collections, and that's going to be on the 23rd, and that's going to be for $1,009.00. And my total comes out to $3,043.43. On to my cash envelopes. We have my groceries. I'm budgeting $160. And I know I originally said that I was going to bump this up. I think maybe in my head, maybe not to y'all, bump this up a little bit. But I think that I figured out a way to, keep the same money and still be able to get everything that I want. So we'll see how it works out. Gas is going to stay at 70, which I'm already kind of seeing that I will probably need to bump this up because I've been doing a little bit of extra driving to go places and do stuff, and that $35 a week isn't going to cover those 2 weeks anymore. So I'm going to probably need to bump that up. For household, we have $50. For personal, I am dropping my budget down to just $100 for this month, and I'm only doing that because I know I'm not going to get my nails, toes, eyebrows, or hair done this month, so I wanted to minimize that just a little bit. I have still a good amount of money in my cash envelopes, and then come August I am going to be taking out my braids that I have and getting my hair done, so I'll know that I have enough money to take care of all of that. And then lastly, we have my miscellaneous, and this is going to be $60, and that's going to stay the same. And my total comes out to $440 and no change. Now we're down to my hefty defty sinking funds, because I have a million of them, y'all, but they are definitely necessary. So I have my car fund, and that gets $2 a month. We have my car insurance, which now, because I'm going to be paying out of pocket for up until January, up until December or January. My new payment will start in January. I have time to start saving up that money for 6 months, but my goal is to really already have a year's worth of car insurance so that I'm not pressed for getting my 6 months together. My car car insurance gets $8. My car maintenance gets $60. My clothing allowance gets $30 a month, and I'm probably going to the clothes that I have now, just keep them, because I just really thought about it. Like, we're in July's going by quickly. Will probably go by quickly in the next 2 months, like we're back in winter again. So clothes is at $30. I have my emergency fund at $10, and I have my fun at $38. I have my health, which is at $50. And we have holidays, which is going to be for $62. And home, which currently we're just still keeping at $10. And then once we get into January, you'll see these kind of change some. We have my membership. Which would be $4. We have my regular savings at $20. My 30th B-Day at $20 as well. And that totals out to $314. So those are all of my sinking funds and what I'm budgeting to pay for this month. And when we add up all of these numbers, my expenses, my cash envelopes, and my sinking funds, I get a total of $3,797.43, which leaves me with a remaining amount of $90.09. I am hoping that I knock this out the park, you guys, and I make more money. Make more money than I'm expected in my commissions, because there's a lot of stuff that I really just want to accomplish in these next 6 months. But down to my goals. So I have 3 goals. So one of my first goals is to start saving for Amex. And even if that means that it's only $1, then it's only $1. And this Amex is my American Express card. So this is the last charge-off card that I have to pay for. But the amount is more than I can just pay off in a paycheck. It comes out to like $2,400 and like some change. And I've been going back and forth if I want to use like my emergency fund or cash out all of my sinking funds. And I decided that I don't want to do either of them because it's neither an emergency or has anything related to do with my sinking fund. So I'm just going to save up for it. And maybe if I get to November and I don't have all of it, I can take a little bit out of my emergency fund, but I don't want to fully fund that whole Amex card with money that I'm saving, because my emergency fund really is for if we have a loss of income and stuff like that. And in the state of Texas right now, we seem like we're going a little bit backwards because they've been closing down like all of the bars and beaches and all of that kind of stuff. So I just want to make sure that I'm prepared. And so that's my little spiel on that. So I want to start saving for Amex. The goal is to at least have that $2,400 by November, so that I can have that paid off, and then I won't have to worry. I don't know what just happened there. Won't have to worry about anything else. When it comes to charge-off cards, my credit at that point will be absolutely clean. There won't be anything left on there. Goal 2 is to have at least 20 no spends. With the fact that I won't really have any money based on my budget, I want to make sure that I'm not spending any kind of miscellaneous money. And then my last goal is going to be to lose 5 pounds. But the ultimate goal is to get under 200. So we'll see how that goes. And then for my debt tracker, my goal is to do $1,000 towards principal. So it's not that hard to do, because whenever I'm paying this $1,000, it's looking like about $120 that goes to interest each month. So if I'm able to make up that $120, $130, or whatever it goes down to, I think that I'll be fine in getting to this goal. So we'll see what happens from there. But those are my 3 goals, along with my debt tracker goal. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to go ahead and click that subscribe button and share this with all of your friends and family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.